Today, we will share about the power of smiling. How a simple smile can change your life. Buddhist story. Let's start. In the serene hills of a remote Buddhist monastery nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, there lived a humble monk named Tenzin. Tenzin was known throughout the monastery for his radiant smile, a smile that seemed to light up the entire place, touching the hearts of everyone who encountered it. This simple yet profound smile had a profound impact on the lives of those who witnessed it, and it became a symbol of the power of smiling. Tenzin's journey to discovering the transformative power of a smile was a long and arduous one. He was not always the cheerful monk he had become. In his younger days, he had been a deeply troubled and unhappy individual. The weight of his past and the uncertainty of the future had cast a dark shadow over his life. Tenzin's life took a turn for the worse when he lost his parents in a tragic accident. The burden of grief and loss left him feeling isolated and empty, as if the world had turned its back on him. He decided to seek solace in the quiet, contemplative life of a Buddhist monastery, hoping to find answers to the profound questions that haunted his heart. For years, Tenzin immersed himself in meditation and self-reflection, seeking the wisdom that might help him make sense of his suffering. He listened to the teachings of the wise monks and read the ancient scriptures, but still, the darkness within him remained. One chilly morning, while Tenzin was meditating by a clear, rippling stream that ran through the monastery grounds, he noticed a young novice monk named Jaya sitting beside him. Jaya had been observing Tenzin's struggles for some time and felt a deep compassion for the older monk. "Brother Tenzin," Jaya began, "I've been watching you for a while, and I can see that you are burdened by your past and the sorrow it brings. I would like to share something with you, a simple teaching that I believe might help ease your suffering." Tenzin, intrigued, turned to Jaya and listened attentively. Jaya continued, smiling, "Brother Tenzin, is a gift that you can give to yourself and to the world. It is a reflection of the inner peace that resides within you. When you smile, you not only brighten your own heart but also the hearts of others. It is a small act, yet it carries great power." Tenzin looked puzzled, for he had never considered something as ordinary as a smile to be a path to inner peace. Jaya, sensing Tenzin's skepticism, explained further. "When you smile, you release endorphins in your brain, which are natural mood lifters. Your body relaxes, and your mind becomes more tranquil. When you smile at others, you create a connection that transcends words. Your smile can be a source of comfort, hope, and healing for those who are suffering. It is a beacon of love and compassion that can change lives." Tenzin pondered Jaya's words deeply. The idea that a simple smile could have such a profound impact seemed almost too good to be true. But Tenzin decided to give it a try. He started with a tentative smile during his meditation practice, focusing on the feeling of warmth and serenity it brought to his own heart. As days turned into weeks, Tenzin practiced smiling more frequently. He smiled at the other monks, the animals in the monastery, and even the trees that surrounded the grounds. Each time he smiled, he felt a little lighter, a little more connected to the world around him. Gradually, the darkness that had shrouded his heart began to lift. One day, while Tenzin was walking through the monastery garden, he saw a young girl sitting alone, crying. Her eyes were filled with sadness, and her shoulders slumped with the weight of her own sorrow. Tenzin approached her with a smile on his face and a kind word. "Hello, young one. What troubles your heart?" he asked gently. The girl looked up, surprised by Tenzin's warm presence. She wiped away her tears and replied, "I miss my parents. They passed away, and I feel so alone." Tenzin sat down beside her and shared his own story of loss, explaining how he had found solace and strength through the simple act of smiling. He encouraged the young girl to try it for herself, and with a little coaxing, she managed a hesitant smile. As she did, Tenzin noticed a glimmer of hope in her eyes. Over the following weeks, Tenzin and the young girl became fast friends, and he became her mentor, guiding her through the healing process. As she began to smile more and more, the darkness in her heart began to dissipate, just as it had for Tenzin. The power of smiling had worked its magic once again. Word of Tenzin's transformation and his ability to bring solace to those in need began to spread throughout the monastery. Monks and visitors from all walks of life sought his guidance, and Tenzin's radiant smile became a symbol of hope and inspiration for all who encountered it. Tenzin's newfound purpose in life was to share the transformative power of smiling with the world. He organized workshops and meditation sessions, teaching people how to cultivate the inner peace that would enable them to smile genuinely, even in the face of adversity. As a result, the monastery flourished, and its reputation as a place of healing and enlightenment grew far and wide. One day, a troubled traveler arrived at the monastery gates. He had heard of the legendary monk Tenzin and had come in search of the secret to happiness. The traveler's heart was heavy with the burdens of the world, and he hoped that Tenzin could help him find the inner peace he so desperately sought. Tenzin welcomed the traveler and sat down with him in the garden, where they talked for hours. The traveler shared the weight of his worries, and Tenzin listened attentively, offering his presence and wisdom. As the sun began to set, Tenzin looked at the traveler with a gentle smile. "Smiling," Tenzin said, "is the key to unlocking the door to your own happiness. It is a way of connecting with the world and finding joy in the present moment. It doesn't mean that your problems will disappear, but it will give you the strength to face them with a heart full of love and compassion." The traveler, moved by Tenzin's words, attempted to smile, despite the heaviness in his heart. At first, it was difficult, but with Tenzin's guidance, he managed a small, genuine smile. In that moment, he felt a glimmer of hope and an inkling of the peace he had been searching for. Over time, the traveler continued to visit the monastery, learning from Tenzin and practicing the art of smiling. As he incorporated this practice into his daily life, he found that it gradually transformed the way he saw the world. His worries and sorrows began to lose their grip on him, and he discovered a newfound sense of contentment and joy. The traveler's transformation was a testament to the power of smiling. Through Tenzin's guidance and the simple act of smiling, he had found the peace and happiness he had longed for. As the years passed, Tenzin's influence extended beyond the monastery, and his teachings reached people in far-flung corners of the world. The message of the transformative power of smiling spread like wildfire, bringing solace and hope to countless lives. Tenzin's journey from a troubled and sorrowful monk to a beacon of light and inspiration was a testament to the incredible change that a smile can bring. He had discovered the profound truth that, in the darkest of times, the simple act of smiling has the power to transform not only our own lives but the lives of those around us. Tenzin had shown the world that a smile is not just an expression of happiness, it is a path to happiness, a path to inner peace, and a path to a brighter, more compassionate world. In the quiet hills of the Himalayas, the legacy of Tenzin and the power of smiling continued to shine brightly, reminding us all that in the darkest of moments, a smile has the power to change our lives and the lives of others.